Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector, or even if you just have a few quarters sitting in your pocket, or a jar at home, stop what you're doing for the next few minutes, because the Washington quarter you're about to see could be worth far more than its face value. In fact, in some rare cases, a 1980 Washington quarter, with the right error and condition, has sold for up to $74,000. That's right. A coin worth only 25 cents could potentially be worth enough to buy a brand new luxury car, or even make a down payment on a house. The amazing part is that thousands of people spend these coins every single day, without ever taking a closer look. Today, I'll show you exactly what makes certain 1980 Washington quarters so valuable, the rare errors collectors are willing to pay huge money for, and how you can check your own pocket change before it's too late. So stay with me until the end, because one tiny detail could completely change the value of your coin. Let's get started. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor America's first president, George Washington. By 1980, these quarters were being produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Millions were made, so most 1980 quarters are only worth face value. However, a very small number escaped the U.S. Mint, with unusual mistakes that have become highly desirable among collectors. The first thing you should check is the mint mark. If your quarter has a small D under Washington's neck, it was struck at the Denver Mint. No mint mark means Philadelphia, while an S indicates San Francisco. Although all three mints produced quarters in 1980, some error coins from these facilities are much rarer than others. Now let's talk about one of the most famous errors, the double die obverse. This happens during the die-making process, when the design is impressed twice, at slightly different angles. On these coins, you'll notice strong doubling on the word Liberty, the date 1980, and sometimes In God We Trust. This isn't machine doubling, it's a genuine mint error that collectors actively search for. If the doubling is clear, and the coin is in excellent condition, its value can rise dramatically. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. During minting, if the blank planchette isn't perfectly aligned, part of the design will be missing, while the rest is shifted toward one side. A 10 to 50% off-center strike that still shows the full date is especially valuable. Depending on how dramatic the error is, these coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Next is the broad strike error. Normally, the collar holds the coin in place while it's struck. If the collar fails, the coin spreads outward, becoming wider than a normal quarter. The lettering often appears stretched near the edge. These errors are uncommon and highly collectible. You should also look for clipped planchette errors. Before a coin is struck, it's punched from a large sheet of metal. Occasionally, the punch overlaps another hole, creating a curved section that's missing from the finished coin. If you see a smooth, curved clip along the edge of your quarter, don't assume it's damage. It may actually be a valuable mint error. One of the most dramatic errors is the double strike. This happens when a coin is struck more than once by the dies. The second strike leaves overlapping images or duplicated details that are easy to recognize. Strong double strikes are rare and often attract intense bidding at auctions. Another fascinating variety is the die crack error. Over time, minting dies develop cracks from repeated use. These cracks leave raised lines on the coin's surface. Small die cracks are fairly common, but large and dramatic ones running across Washington's portrait, or through the eagle on the reverse, can significantly increase collector interest. You should also inspect the coin for a cud error. This occurs when a piece of the die breaks away completely, leaving a raised blob of metal on the coin, usually touching the rim. Because cud errors are much scarcer than ordinary die cracks, they often command much higher prices. Condition is another major factor. Even if your quarter has no visible errors, an uncirculated example with sharp details, brilliant luster, and no wear can be worth much more than face value. Professional grading services such as PCGs and NGC often certify these high-grade coins, and collectors pay significant premiums for the finest examples. Now here's where things get really exciting. While most 1980 Washington quarters are only worth 25 cents, exceptionally rare examples with major mint errors in top condition have reached astonishing prices at auctions. Some reports mention values approaching $74,000 for extraordinary error coins in superb certified grades. These prices are extremely rare and apply only to exceptional specimens, not to ordinary circulated 1980 quarters. So before you spend another Washington quarter, take a few moments to inspect it carefully. Use a magnifying glass and check for doubling, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, cud errors, broad strikes, or double strikes. Also look closely at the mint mark and overall condition. One small detail could mean the difference between pocket change and a remarkable collector's item. Remember, the biggest treasures are often hiding in plain sight. Many valuable coins have been discovered in everyday circulation because someone decided to take a closer look instead of spending them. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy coin hunting, and good luck finding your next hidden treasure.